7 personal belongings we can let go. Decluttering gives you the orderliness that encourages creativity and a healthier lifestyle. When you choose to declutter and organize your home, your stress levels will dissipate. For example, seeing a kitchen counter cleared of mail from the past 6 years is a godsend. However, choosing what to keep and what to ditch can be taxing. You may struggle over items of sentimental value. You may feel guilty over the money wasted, or you may find yourself making excuses to keep things. Part of expanding your horizons and attaining your goals begins with your ability to release those things that no longer serve you. Personal belongings are an excellent place to start. Personal belongings that weigh you down. We struggle with getting rid of items, especially if they have sentimental value. If you start small and work up to it, you will gain the momentum you need to clear out those extra things weighing you down. 1. Old, unidentifiable cords. You probably have a drawer of these. Cords to e-readers, old cell phones, and other electronic devices. There is no need to hold on to those items as they become outdated quickly. 2. Glasses with outdated prescriptions. Instead of holding on to glasses that you can no longer see out of, donate them. Someone else could get more use out of them, and you can use the space in your drawer. 3. Product manuals. Almost anything can be found on the internet, including the product manual for your electric mower. If you must keep the paper version, recycle those for which you no longer have the product. 4. Sunscreen. Your favorite sunscreen will not last as its effectiveness breaks down. It's a good idea to buy new frequently, particularly during the summer. 5. Mismatched socks. Where do all the socks go? That is the question plaguing many, but that doesn't mean you need to keep the partner. Please get rid of them, unless you want to make sock puppets with your kids and then throw them out. 6. Plastic utensils. When you have perfectly good silverware at home, get rid of the plastic stuff. You could take them to work and tuck them in your desk for your brown bag lunch, too. 7. Old workout gear. Kudos to you for keeping up with your exercise routine. Remember that your gear will wear out faster from frequent use than your regular clothes. Keep an eye on them and replace them often. Decluttering personal belongings begins with small steps, but it brings lasting results. Enjoy a cleaner home and a clearer mind to aid you in reaching your goals. How can I let go of my need for perfection? Are you a perfectionist or an overachiever? The difference may surprise you. Overachievers aim high and hit their mark. They succeed because they are motivated to do their best in everything. Perfectionists want to achieve, but fear of failure stops them. It paralyzes them and diminishes their self-esteem. Does this sound like you? There is nothing wrong for aiming for perfection. However, it can hold you back more than you realize. It's possible to let go of your need for perfectionism and see yourself in the achiever category. How can you kiss perfectionism goodbye? Stop letting your need for perfection hamper your happiness and reach your goals. Here are some tips to get you started. 1. Admit you are a perfectionist. Pay attention to your thoughts and tendencies. Look for patterns that indicate your perfectionistic ways. Consider the self-talk you use. Starting here gives you an edge on overcoming your preferences. 2. Look for the positives. It's easy to fixate on the negatives when nothing is perfect. It won't be easy to focus on positive self-talk, but it will take you miles down the path to your goals. 3. Remember that you will make mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes. You will learn much. Mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow as a person. Enjoy the process and accept that mistakes are part of it. 4. Reconsider your goals. You probably set your goals too high, using impossible standards. Reduce your stress and increase your chance of success by setting realistic goals. In essence, you set yourself up for failure. 5. Learn how to receive feedback. Perfectionists don't like to receive feedback generally because they suffer from low self-esteem. You learn to do better when receiving constructive feedback and not taking it personally. 6. Lower your standards. You don't need to go to the far extreme and have no standards, but it's helpful to reduce the pressure on yourself by lowering your expectations a tad. 7. Stop procrastinating. As a perfectionist, you are probably known as a procrastinator. Instead of giving yourself an excuse to slack off and stress yourself more, learn to work ahead and be proactive. It will provide you with more time to complete tasks to the best standards possible. It's okay to give yourself full permission to no longer be perfect. Letting go of your perfectionism reduces your stress and opens up your ability to grow and learn new things on your way to achieving your dreams. You will thank yourself later. How to let go of past grudges. Who hasn't been hurt by someone? Your spouse cheated on you. Your best friend from high school stole your boyfriend. Maybe you have a coworker stealing your ideas, or a boss who bullies you. Worse, you might have experienced trauma from physical, mental, or other forms of abuse. As time passes, some wounds don't heal, and when that happens, you may be carrying a grudge. Grudges are those leftover feelings of anger and resentment that prevent you from growing as a person. It's time to let go and move beyond your past. Tips to let go of grudges and get your life back. Holding a grudge is often an indication of unforgiveness. It can tear at your soul and corrode your physical and emotional health. It can affect all of your current and future relationships. Take the needed steps to release the grudge and gain your life back. 1. Establish why you are holding the grudge. You need to determine what the problem is so that it can be forgiven. Sometimes, you will find that the offense is not worth the grudge. Other times, you will know precisely what is causing the pain. 2. Consider the benefits of forgiveness. Choosing to forgive does not mean you forget, nor does it mean that the other person won. Instead, it means you let go of the resentment holding you back from living your life fully. 3. Acknowledge your emotions. Avoid stuffing the emotions down. Use a journal if you want, but take some time to examine your feelings around the harm you received. Also, think about how this affects your behavior and your relationships. 4. Look at it from their perspective. This will not always apply depending on the harm done. However, try putting yourself in their shoes. Under similar circumstances, would you have done the same thing to them? 5. Talk with the other party. Open communication can remedy some grudges simply. If you believe it will help, approach the other party to see if they will talk with you. 6. Release the victimhood. Choose to accept what happened and your feelings about it. You don't have to wait for an apology. Hint, you may never get one. Instead, stop playing the wounded one card and take back your life by healing, releasing the anger and the grudge. 7. Avoid dwelling. This may be the most challenging part, but it is critical. Once you choose to forgive, don't look back. Avoid dwelling on the situation. If others want to bring it up, change the subject. Your healing is worth it. Grudges don't need to define you as a person. Let go of the past and spring forward to your new life by releasing resentments today. The types of relationships you need to let go. Relationships give us a sense of belonging. The right ones bolster you and encourage you to grow as a person. The wrong ones leave you depleted emotionally. All relationships have their ups and downs. However, if you have a relationship that always seems down instead of up, it may be time to let it go. It will not be easy, especially if children are involved, but it may be necessary to your overall well-being. How to know when it's time to let go. Not all relationships need to call it quits. There are many times when issues plaguing those involved can be rectified. However, if you are in any of these types of situations, it may be time to say goodbye and get on with your life. Abuse. At no time should you have to put up with abuse. This is a complex situation when there is a marriage or children, and you may need help or intervention from others, like a trained counselor. If your spouse or lover abuses you physically, emotionally, verbally, or any other way, it is time to let them go. If you don't leave, you subject yourself to more abuse because the abuser will not change their behavior. Dishonesty and disloyalty. Another situation worth leaving is consistent deceit or disloyalty. This isn't the one-off lie or act of infidelity. It is when someone continually lies to you or is unfaithful and they refuse to change. They lack character and integrity. You will soon learn that your respect for them will dwindle the longer they carry on. Irresponsibility. At some point, you have to grow up. Adults have responsibilities. Yet, some can be irresponsible in handling finances, raising kids, or holding jobs. You are left cleaning up their messes when they fail to handle their duties. Stop letting them undermine the fundamental parts of your life. One-sided. Are you always the one to initiate time together? The other person may be selfish and demanding. When you realize this, you may also learn that you are spending too much energy on a one-sided relationship. You may want to let that go and find someone happy to meet you halfway. Demanding expectations. You may be in a relationship where the other party requires you to dress or behave in a certain way. They may expect you to spend all of your time with them. You may find that you're compromising your own desires or needs just to keep the peace. Maybe it's time to do an about-face and remove yourself from their reach instead. Self-development is more than reading some good books. It's also about taking action to remove yourself from relationships that stunt your growth. 5 bad habits that it is time to let go. Part of self-development is learning to let go of those things holding you back. One area of life we all struggle with is habits. Bad habits keep us from losing weight, getting healthier, or finding the next career move. Letting go of these bad habits can be frustrating as they hinder your growth and goals. Once you do, though, you will find a new way of living that helps you achieve your dreams. Let go of these 5 bad habits and thrive. Bad habits are bad for you. They can cause you mental, physical, emotional, and social harm. They may be hard to get rid of, but it is worth it for your well-being. Here are 5 bad habits to stop today. 1. Neglecting your health. You may have many different responsibilities pulling at you every day. They will eat up your time and your emotions, leaving you depleted. The next thing you know, you stop eating healthy, cease exercise, and gain weight. When this happens, you may become frequently sick and unable to keep up with your responsibilities. 2. Hanging out with negative people. Achieving a goal requires dedication and support. If you are always around others that bring you down, you may give up on your dreams. Feedback is only good when it's constructive. You will be much happier if you hang out with those who support you and provide positive feedback. At the least, learn to limit what you say to the negative people in your life. 3. Pleasing others. You may want to please others all the time, but the truth is, you will run yourself ragged doing it. Most of the time, those you are trying to please do not appreciate you. Focus on those who do. Stop wasting your efforts on those that don't appreciate you. 4. Procrastinating. Pushing things off causes stress, and you will not put forth your best work. There are many reasons you may procrastinate. Whatever the reason, you are affecting many aspects of your life, and you need to stop. Instead, aim to be proactive and give yourself the time required to accomplish your tasks or projects. You will soon find yourself becoming more relaxed. 5. Being tardy. A close cousin to procrastinating. Being late makes you feel rushed all the time. You will often feel the stress of constantly playing catch-up. By the way, being late is rude too. Ease your hurriedness by training yourself to arrive early to appointments and meetings. Gain the upper hand in your life when you let go of your bad habits and replace them with positive ones.